Welcome dear students, myself Vijaya Patil. Today we are going to study Standard 5th English poem. The name of poem is What a Bird Thought. The poet name is not mentioned, so we do not know about the poet. So students, let us see what the bird said to us about its world in this poem. Listen carefully. What a bird thought. I lived first in a little house and lived there very well. The world to me was small and round and made of pale blue shell. I lived next in a little nest nor needed any other. I thought the world was made of straw and covered by my mother. One day I fluttered from the nest to see what I could find. I said, the world is made of leaves. I have been very blind. At last I flew beyond the tree and saw the sky so blue. Now, how the world is really made, I cannot tell. Can you? Students, let us see what the bird said to us. I will explain you poem according to stanza wise. Let us see what the bird said in first stanza. I lived first in a little house and lived there very well. The world to me was small and round and made of pale blue shell. This is the first stage of the little bird. Bird said that it lived in a little house. Here, little house means an egg. So you know the shape of an egg is small and round, and this egg was bird house, and the bird thought the world was small and round and was made of pale blue shell. Students, pale blue means a light blue color. Here, life of bird was very comfortable with no stress and chaos. Let us see what the bird said in second stanza. I lived next in a little nest, nor needed any other. I thought the world was made of straw and covered by my mother. After few days, the little bird hatched from its shell. The bird found itself in a world of straw. Here, Sudan straw means dry up grass, which was its nest. You know, students, birds build nests by using straw and string. So now the little bird thought the world is made of straw and it was home for the bird, which was guarded by its mother. Guarded by its mother means protected by its mother. The bird is physically under the mother feather. Whenever unfavorable condition arrived, such as rain, storm, the little bird was guarded by its mother. It felt very comfortable and secure. Now let us see what the bird said in third stanza. One day I fluttered from the nest to see what I could find. I said the world is made of leaves. I have been very blind. After few days, bird started fluttering. Students, flutter means fly with flapping wings. The bird fluttered with its small wings from its nest, and when the bird flew from its nest, it saw leaves everywhere, and the bird thought now that the world was made of leaves. Now let us see the fourth stage of the bird, what the bird said to us. At last I flew beyond the tree and saw the sky so blue. Now how the world is really made, I cannot tell. Can you? Now students, the bird grew bigger and was able to fly very well. It flew beyond the tree. Here students, beyond means much further. And when it flew beyond the tree, it saw the big blue sky and tall trees. that surrounded the bird nest. And this was the nature that must be really very beautiful to the bird. Now the bird was very confused and was unable to describe the world, which was consisting of the huge blue sky. Hence, here the bird was saying that I cannot tell what the world was really made of. And the bird is asking you, can you explain me what the world is really made of? Now, let us recap the new words which we learned in this poem. New words. Number 1, pale blue. Pale blue means light blue color. Number 2, straw. Straw means dry up grass. Number 4, flutter. Flutter means fly with flapping wings. Number 4, beyond. Beyond means much further. Now let us see summary of the poem. In this poem, the bird is narrating to us that how it saw the world at different stages. When it was in the egg, his world was small and round. When the egg hatched, the bird found itself in a world of straw, which was its nest. When the bird flew from its nest, it could see leaves everywhere. Slowly it flew higher and higher and went beyond the tree toward the blue sky. Now let us see rhyming words of the poem. Stanza 1, well, shell. Stanza 2, other, mother. Stanza 3, fine, blind. Stanza 4, blue, you. The rhyme scheme of poem is A, B, A. Now students, let us see about grammar. First, we will learn the noun. The noun, the name of a person, place, animal or a thing is called a noun. I repeat, the name of a person, place, animal or a thing is called a noun. A noun is the name of person. Example, Pooja, doctor, teacher. A noun is a name of a place. Example, hospital, school. A noun is a name of a thing. Example, lock, desk, cup. A noun is the name of an animal or a bird. Example, parrot, lion, cow. A noun is a name of month or a day. Example, July, March, Sunday, etc. Now let us see students kinds of noun. There are 5 kinds of nouns. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun. Now let us learn these nouns in detail. First we will see what is proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, place or a thing. I repeat students, a proper noun is the name of a particular person, place or a thing. Example, the Ganga is a holy river. In this sentence, the word Ganga is proper noun. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. In this sentence, Taj Mahal and Agra is the proper noun. Remember, students, a proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Now let us see, students, what is common noun. Common nouns are names given in common to every person, place, animal or thing of the same class or kind. I repeat, common nouns are names given in common to every person, place, animal or thing of the same class or kind. Example, sheep gives us wool. In this sentence, students, sheep is common noun. This is a bat. In this sentence, bat is common noun. Now let us see what is collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a number of persons, group of animals, or a set of things. I repeat, a collective noun is the name of a number of persons, group of animals, or a set of things. Example, this is a bunch of grapes. Here students, bunch is collective noun. The children are studying in the class. In this sentence, class is collective noun. Now let us see what is material noun. A material noun is the name of the material or substance of which things are made of. I repeat, a material noun is the name of the material or substance of which things are made of. Example, this book is made of fine paper. Here students, in this sentence, paper is material noun. This ring is made of gold. In this sentence, gold is material noun. Now let us see what is abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name of quality, action, or state which we can only think or can be felt. I repeat, an abstract noun is the name of quality, action, or state which we can only think of or can be felt. Example, soldiers are known for their bravery. Here students, bravery is abstract noun. We cannot buy happiness. In this sentence, happiness is abstract noun. Now students, identify the noun and state its kind. Gold is a costly metal. In this sentence, gold is material noun. Metal is common noun. Delhi is the capital of India. In this sentence, Delhi and India is proper noun and capital is common noun. Honesty is the best policy. In this sentence, students, honesty is abstract noun and policy is common noun. Sweaters are made up of wool. In this sentence, sweater is common noun, wool is material noun. Our soldiers fought with courage. Students, in this sentence, soldiers is common noun, courage is abstract noun. Ashoka was a great king. In this sentence, Ashoka is proper noun and king is common noun. Childhood is the best period of life. In this sentence, childhood is abstract noun. This is a bunch of cherries. Students, in this sentence, bunch is collective noun and cherries is common noun. Kapil is my best friend. In this sentence, Kapil is proper noun and friend is common noun. The teacher loves his students. In this sentence, teacher and students are common noun. Children, you know, noun are of two types. They are countable noun and uncountable noun. Now let us see what is this countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable noun are individual, people, animals, places, things or ideas which can be counted. I repeat, countable noun are individual, people, animal, places, things or ideas which can be counted. For example, an apple, number of tables and chair, etc. Now let us see what is uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are not individual objects, so they cannot be counted. Example: water, hair, stars, etc. Now students, classify countable and uncountable nouns. Egg, milk, apple, watermelon, sugar, tea. Now here students, countable nouns are egg, apple, watermelon. Uncountable nouns are milk, tea, sugar. Thank you.